sad, it just makes me cry. Feels like I know you better than others, but you don't care, you never reply. I've tried shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, making me bleed. You're in my shutting you off for some time now, but I'm still hearing your voice in my head. Oh, I wish I was more than your fan now, and that your voice came from here in my bed. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, singing to me. You're in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, baby, in my headphones, making me bleed.
Hey. What's up, guys? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's up, Tyne? Is it Tyne? Scary Woodford, yo. What's happening, my man? How you doing? Or my gal? We don't judge here. Either one. Even though these are YouTube names, I don't fully know. How are you guys today? I should probably pull up what we're gonna be looking at today. I should probably do this in incognito so it doesn't accidentally show my address. Unlock 10% off your first order. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? All good. Everybody remember to like the live stream. Let's get it out there. Who's coming from Twitter? Who's coming from YouTube noties? What's going on? Where y'all coming from? Let's see here. I'm gonna send a notification in Discord if it did not already. Let's see here. Oh, it did. All right, perfect. And let's see here. Okay. Just scrolling YouTube, saw the live noti. Nice, nice. What's happening, Dylan? How are you? What is happening? So what we're looking at today is these new keyboard kits from Custom Keys are like 199 British pounds, I think it's called, quid, whatever they call it. You guys let me know, like what is it typically called? British pounds is what I normally say. But US it's like $122, and there's 3 different versions. So there's the Sigma, which is like your typical black and white. Then there's this Neo, which is like the cyan with black keycaps, which looks pretty clean. And then what we have today is the Harmony kit. So let's take a quick look here. What happened? Why did it load like that? Normally it doesn't. Anyways, scrolling past the top. Actually, it looks like all the details are there. Why is this loading weird? Let's try it on this one. I don't know why. This is like loading kind of weird. But basically, included in the box, even though it's a little hard to see. Actually, you know what? I should try this in Edge. Okay, what if I do the mobile site? Nope, that doesn't work. Okay. Okay. For whatever reason, it's giving me a hard time. I was literally just on it like less than an hour ago making a thumbnail because I need to grab a picture of the Switch. But anyways, regardless, this is how it's supposed to look. I don't know why, but I'll let them know that the site is doing something a little weird. But basically, it comes with pre-loop switches, the Wuche Studio switches, which are really nice. I reviewed them a while ago. After the stream is over, I'll put a link to that review in the description. 65% keyboard is the gas, 67 plastic case, hot swap PCB, customizable RGB, USB Type-C, and the switches are all pre-lubed. And basically, you have to build the entire keyboard, of course, so we're going to unbox it next. But basically, for $122, I think that this is a pretty good deal considering what you get. And we just gotta see how it sounds after we build it, of course. Only other thing that's like not included with the build is gonna be, you know, like your stabilizer lube. But otherwise, you pretty much have everything you need. So you might want to grab some 205 grade 0 just in case. So let's take a look at the keycaps. These are the Harmony keycaps. Let's see. Oh, it kind of folds out. Oh, okay. What a good idea. The packaging, surprisingly, better than GMK, believe it or not. At least they didn't like fall out everywhere. I can't tell you guys how many GMK sets I've seen where they ship them like they didn't even care. But I think these are also double shot PVT keycaps. Let's pull one out and check. Yeah, these are nice. So the texture on them is really nice too. Like these are very smooth PVT keycaps, so I wouldn't say that they're like cheap quality. This is like something that I would expect to pay around, let's say, $50-ish. Like let's just say this set was on Amazon or something. I'd probably pay like $50 for this. So just let you guys know like what the quality kind of looks like. How are the audio levels too? If you guys have any like complaints, comments, concerns, feel free to let me know. These are the Wuche Studios red linear switches. So these are the switches that are provided with the keyboard. Comes with the keyboard, keycaps, and switches, of course. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and unbox the keyboard. Let's see, we get our stabilizers right here. Turn down this banking light because I feel like it was just a little bit too powerful, a little bit too reflective on the raw plastic, but so we got these nice blue stabilizer housings. I believe these look like some screw-in style. Yeah, so I think we will have to screw these in, which is fine. Screw-ins are better than clip-ins typically. Your nice little braided coil cable. Purple to match. And then, let's see here, we got the case. a switch and keycap puller, an included screwdriver, some kind of torque screwdriver, and then that's pretty much it. This is the PCB right here. And we're gonna check out the rest of the stuff. Myrtle Design, what's happening? The website triggers you. I feel that. I was just on it not too long ago and it wasn't glitching, so I'll have to let Custom Keys know about that. As a previous customer of theirs, I don't really have anything bad to say about them, so I wouldn't feel bad purchasing anything from them, so I wouldn't really worry about it. I think it's just a glitch. Let's see here, so this is just some instructions. We built some keyboards before, so I don't think we need instructions. I do wonder if this PCB is VIA compatible. So I think I'm gonna plug it in and check. Get around to ordering a file FH3s. I have not. Have I tried High Ground's latest keyboards? So I tried one of them, but I was having this issue where like I think it was drawing too much power or something, and basically every time I tried to use it, it would like flicker and then disconnect and reconnect. And it was kind of annoying. So I ended up sending it back. I thought they were gonna send me another one, but I haven't gotten it yet, and it's been a while. So yeah, I think it's been almost a month since I sent it back, or close to it. Because I was trying to use it, and it was doing the same thing on both PCs that I have. Does this have a daughter board? Oh, this does have a daughter board. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? All right, so looks like we have some gaskets. This is a gasket mounted keyboard. We like it. Let's see, where's the tape? There it is. Come on out. Come on out. Okay. And these look like the rubber feet. And it has flip feet. Would you look at that? Wow. Flip feet and rubber feet, so it's nice you got adjustable height. That's actually really good. You don't see that a lot on custom keyboards, like from any price point. High end, low end, all of them. These look to be some screws to screw it in somehow, some way. We'll figure these out in a second, but you know, I might have to look at the instructions, to be honest. It's probably a good idea. Here we have some stabilizer pads that you can put underneath. Longer screws. Okay. And the daughter board is pre-installed, so that's nice. You know, I probably should look at the instructions so I don't break it. Nah, we got it. We got it. Let's see here. Do you build keyboards for gaming or just general use? Both. I mean, honestly, like, unless the switches are just like super heavy or hard to use, I use keyboards that I build for everything. Let's see here. So we got some, not foam, but some silicone for in between the plate and the PCB. This looks to be some kind of like PE type foam that we'll put between this. I think this thing is going to sound pretty good, actually. Everything considered. There's an on-off switch. Interesting. What is that, for the RGB? We'll figure it out. All right, let's plug in the daughter board. Probably gonna sound pretty decent. I agree. How are you going to rebrand keyboards with higher price points? Where custom keys ship from? They ship from the UK. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a business at the end of the day. Now, like the High Ground Summit, in my opinion, is their first, like, originally, not originally, but original designed keyboard, I'll say, or as close to it as possible, because I haven't seen anything else in the market that looks exactly the same as that. And I actually thought that it was really nice. Like, I would say it stacks up to the Aurora 65 from Odin, but it's a full aluminum build instead of the polycarbonate. I really need some tweezers. I have giant fingers. I'm like, oh yeah, let me just use my hands. Decently bright RGB. For my top-down camera too, I actually switched from my Sony camera to an Insta360 webcam, believe it or not. So this is all like from webcam. Wow. Wow. But this thing's actually really good. Only thing is, like, oh. Well, the controller just wigged out. One thing I do notice that I have an issue with the Insta360 thing, if this thing is not like on, if the controller that's like digital is not on my main monitor, since I have monitors that are 2 different resolutions, it like always starts to wig out. Like, I'll show you what I mean real quick since we're live. So let's say I move this controller to my second monitor, right? Like, you see how it just kind of wigs out all the time? Or like whenever I switch it over. So now, like, this just happened a second ago. I clicked more settings, and then this just started to happen. And then the thing crashed, like the controller. Like now it's spinning. And 3, 2, 1, crash. Now just don't crash my whole PC Insta360, but I'm just making you aware of this. It has to be fixed. But otherwise, if I use it on my main monitor, like once this thing pops up, it's fine. I'm just gonna change the ISO levels so that we can all appreciate the RGB. I'm gonna leave it like right there. Even though it's kind of hard to see, I'll turn it down a little bit later, but that works. Let's see here. It does not seem, let me refresh. It does not seem that this PCB is VIA compatible. But honestly, it's like a standard 65% layout, so I don't really think you need like super crazy customization, but it would be nice. But anyways, on with the build. Let's start working on the stabilizers. Then we'll get going after that. I will grab the instruction manual though, because it's probably a good idea to at least have it for reference. Don't be too afraid to use the instruction manual to do things correctly and quickly. What's this, 206? This might be enough. So what have you guys been playing? Because Honestly, it's been kind of hard for me to find a game that I like recently. I've been really uninspired to play any video games. Is this really the best budget build or a sponsored build? We're gonna see if it's the best. It's mostly clickbait, but this is not a sponsored video, not a sponsored live stream, not a sponsored unboxing keyboard build. So yeah, let's all keep that in mind here, okay? This is not sponsored. Sent over, and we're gonna see if that thumbnail holds up or if it was just clickbait. Come on, guys, you know the game. This is YouTube here. Budget TGR Jane on a Val grind and some Hunt Showdown. Okay. What pre-builds do you recommend sub $200? Sub $200. I mean, the wooden keyboard, if you want a gaming one, and it happen to want a 60%. The Newfie Air, not Air. Well, the Air 2, but that one's like a low profile board. But the Newfie Halo 65 is really good. The IQNix boards are also pretty good. Those are wireless too, like the Newfies. We've got some options. I'm planning on making like a keyboard video talking about like my favorite not budget, but my favorite pre-built keyboards pretty soon. And I'm gonna do like another video doing like a collection review of like all the keyboards that I currently own, like as far as you know, like bought, well, not even including the bought ones. Like it doesn't matter if I bought it or not ish. Basically whatever I think is like high end enough to consider a part of my collection for X and YZ reasons. Looked at some of Acco stuff and IQNX. Yeah, honestly, I think I would rather get an IQNX board over some Acco stuff, to be honest. I like Acco is okay, but I don't know. I just don't really think they're like super stellar. Like, and the price point, okay, let me put it this way. Under $100, the Acco options are pretty good. And it's probably going to be about as good as it gets, right? Over $100 and closer to $200, I will consider some other options. The GMMK Pro from Glorious, I don't put in any of those lists either. Just because I feel like it's not really that great. Like it took me so much money for me to be happy with my GMK Pro. Like it's like almost unrecognizable as a GMK Pro. What mat is that? This is something I got on Amazon like a long time, well maybe like a year ago. But basically it's like a rubber mat that is for electronics and stuff. So I just got this so I didn't get lube on my desk mat. Especially considering if I can't replace it, because this is the Random Frank P desk pad from Novel Keys, and I don't think they sell it anymore. I'm excited for Boardsy though and Random Frank P for those Pulsar mice. Those look absolutely sick. Probably go with the IQNX on the Apex Pro TKL, just want something different. Yeah. I mean, if you want like a gaming keyboard, I would get the Wooting. If you want a 60%. If you don't want a 60%, then I don't know what to tell you because they only have the 60% at the moment. Honestly, I don't even know if I should lube the other side of these because oh yeah. I wonder what these stabilizers are made of too. Fresh reviews and notches made collab on a Super Glide pad. Haven't tried a glass pad, but the Super Glide is kind of budget friendly. I agree. Super Glide Pad. I honestly think it is one of the best glass pads on the market. And even though it's like Pulsar's first, first glass pad, they kind of started off with the glass skates, but obviously it's not a good idea to use glass skates on a glass mouse pad. So I don't recommend that. But using the PTFE skates on a glass pad, man, it's surprising. Like it's quiet. It's not like as loud as like using like a Sky Pad or like the TJ Exclusives pad, because those were kind of loud. And like I often game without headphones these days, so like if I'm not in a call with somebody or whatever, if I'm just like grinding some stupid stuff on Destiny, I usually just use like my soundbar. And like hearing a loud mouse pad is definitely kind of annoying. So yeah, something to consider. Where the Pulsar pad, it's not silent compared to the like the Sky Pad and the TJ Exclusives, but it is quieter. You know, if you use it for Val, but oh yeah. For Valorant, that pad's gonna be way too fast. Surprisingly, it's still more controlled, but it's not slow. I wouldn't say it's slow enough for Valorant. I've been using the Odin Andromeda, honestly, a lot the past like few months. I still plan on doing like a mousepad collab, not collab, but a mousepad review roundup of like pads that I was going to take a look at last year and like just did not have time or whatever. The thing is, I have such high expectations. Like I want to record like gameplay for all of them and this and that. I really should just do like a simple video. And part of me like switching over from like the other camera to the webcam is so that like I can like start taking that stuff like out of my head and be like, look, I don't have to make everything uber high quality. Like I'm gonna save the super high effort stuff for like monitor reviews, because like they take me a while to do anyways, and there's no real shortcutting a monitor review without missing crucial testing points or vital information, right? So I'm just gonna leave like all the super high effort stuff to that and just do more like quick top-down reviews to get things out to you guys sooner. As like normal videos like mice and keyboards and all that stuff. Because honestly, keyboards at this point, I don't need to use a keyboard longer than about half an hour to figure out if I like it or not. Other than diving into the software and this and that. But I can pretty much pull it out of the box, and within about a few minutes after I take a look at like all the features and this and that, I can tell you if it's worth it or not. Basically, if I don't pull it out of the box and I don't feel like, oh wow, this feels substantial and like it's worth whatever asking price it is, and if it feels bad and sounds bad, what more do you need to know? Thoughts on the Odin Light keyboard that just released? It looks very good. I like the premium version of the Aurora. I still use it. Actually, I have one right over there. Oh no. Oh, I have both of them on my other desk. I have both of them on my other desk because I just put a new keycap set on one of them. And then I think I just put some new switches in the other one too. And I switched swapped both of them. But the light version for not $200 is going to be an even better deal. And I like the colors that they're coming out with too. Not 100% sure what the price point on it is going to be, but it looks pretty promising. All right. So the long part is over. I need some paper towel. Hold on 1 second. I almost rubbed lube in my hair. Come on, guys. That wouldn't look good. All right. Let's see here. Wipe off the cried tux. All right, so these are definitely going to be for the stabilizers. It's a very stretchy bag. I guess I could have just opened it like a normal person, but I was like, how much effort is this going to be to tear it instead? That is way too small. That's just right. Okay. Got that from a random Frank P video. This nifty little thing with all these little screw bits in it. It comes with like a regular screwdriver too, but I usually like to use my wow stick. Let's see here. Oh, so we actually do need to use the spacers. Is this a thinner PCB or, you know what? I wonder if these are similar to those wood shape stabilizers where they're like kind of thin. Might as well put them on all of them. Let's see here. It's all right, guys. That's why I'm here, to help us all learn as we go. Okay, we added those. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. maybe my screwdriver is just dead. I'm gonna try it again with the wall stick, but someone's telling me it was just dead and or low on power or something. I just need to charge it because I haven't charged it in probably 6 months. That's what I actually think it is now. Let's see here. I'm just gonna like manually screw these in the rest of the way. I'm just gonna use the wall stick to start them. I've decided. Okay, so that's all set. Just gotta tighten them a little bit. Just want to make sure it's like flush with the PCB, but not overly tightened, and definitely not loose, so there's no rattling. And let's see, so that's a few more. And the final one. Okay. Life is good. Stabilizer done. 1.2mm PCB. I actually think this is a standard PCB. I think I just I need to charge my Wow Stick because it does feel less powerful than it normally is, and I haven't charged it in like 6 months. So I know I definitely have to recharge this bad boy soon. So yeah. All right, so that's all set. Let's put the PE foam sheets in. We're gonna make some small adjustments. No problem. Let's see, so do a little snip here. Snip there. All right, so we're gonna slide. All right. Life is good. So now we put the foam piece on top. Then our polycarbonate plate. And now we install our switches. I think I put that one in kind of bad. Oh yeah, definitely bent it. See, it's okay. It happens. It happens. All you got to do is just have a set of tweezers, okay? And then you just unbend it. What's happening, Lunar Frosty? How are you feeling? How are you doing? Have any of you guys played like the new Destiny expansion? I played it and I thought it was all right, but I just thought like a lot of the missions were kind of long and unnecessary for no reason. And like it was just a lot of empty hallways, couple enemies here and there. I'm glad the enemy health wasn't too high on the legendary difficulty. Like it wasn't like the previous legendary campaign where everything was just a bullet sponge. But these enemies, they actually felt like they were a threat. Like you couldn't just do what you wanted, but you could definitely, you know, sit back and kind of just coast through it. And soloing it like wasn't hard. But as far as like the story and all of that, I'm like completely uninterested. It was so boring. And then they're like, oh, by the way, for Strand and whatnot, after you beat the game, you thought you were gonna have these like really quick cooldowns. Yeah, no, cooldowns are gonna be slow, and you gotta unlock all the cool stuff. You gotta go grind your life away. I'm like, nah, dude, I don't care. I just don't. Yeah, I sold the campaign. Everything is slug, yeah. Bungie, like, I see it on Twitter today. There were some memes about, what is it? Nezarek, like the final boss of the raid. How he looked like Larry from, Larry the Crab from SpongeBob. And I will never unsee that now. Like, it was so funny. I'm like, you know, that's what they get. They're like, literally, they had all this hype And like something like kind of gave me like that same impression like when we first seen like the tormentors. I was just so incredibly bored like 90% of the campaign. And like I was so bored, I don't even want to replay it. I don't even have drive to play the game right now. Like I seen they came up with the new auto raffle in the raid. And I kind of want to get it, but like barely. I still need to play Vow of the Disciple. Fattest raid boss. Second account is right. Nezarek wasn't ever supposed to be a thing anyway. It was a red herring. He's just a fat rogue, aka bulk. Yeah, no cap, bro. No cap. And so, like, what's the story behind Rolk or whatever? Because as far as I'm concerned, Nezarek was just Rolk with he roamed around the map. I guess like that part of it was kind of cool, where he just seemed like, you know, like basically that whole last encounter of the raid seemed like a long drawn out strike boss. Like imagine that raid ending zone just being the end of a strike. I would not be surprised, not one bit. Rogue is the last disciple of his kind from planet Lubre. Disciple of the Witness. Oh, okay. RC. RC. I wonder what these do. I should really read the manual. These are just the functions. Lightfall suffered because of split in half mid-development, so final shape could be the end. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm just so unimpressed from Bungie that, like, it truly doesn't make any sense to me why this one was so bad and Rise of Iron was, like, so good. Like, for like these half-baked expansions, I use Rise of Iron as the benchmark because Rise of Iron was just so good. Like that raid was epic. The campaign was actually fun. Neo Muna, like it seemed kind of cool, but really it was just like it was a very empty planet, so I just really didn't care. It was just kind of disappointing. But you know, that's the thing. Bungie constantly disappoints. Activision constantly disappoints. Epic Games, they disappointed me for the final time when they did Fortnite Chapter 2. And they're like, yeah, we're just going to casually put bots in the game, you know? And, you know, trying to get 20 kills in one game, yeah, that's not going to be a thing anymore. Like, let's be real. Who watches Fortnite videos anymore? Like, we don't care about watching somebody get 8 kills in a game. And 3 of those 8 kills are bots. Or 12 kills or whatever. Like, we want to see people go crazy. Like, back when Ninja used to drop 20, 30 kills in a game. And, like, the whole game was action-packed. That's what we used to like. The Wu Chase Witches go crazy for the price. I'm trying to tell people, man. Trying to tell people. Now, the Wu Chase Witches, I mean, they're really good for the price, 100%. And the fact that, like, this board offers them plus a whole keyboard for really not a ton of money. like 122 bucks. You get the Wuche switches. A pretty nice budget build. Like I think I would rather get this as like my first entry into customs than like a GK. Do people still buy GK 61s or GK 67s anymore? I know this is basically that, but to get a whole build and the experience. The stabilizers, they don't seem horrible, but I also haven't used them yet. We're about to try them out in a little bit here. But tolerance wise, okay, they seem fine. Not overly wobbly. See the stabs, you know, it's a gas 67. Yeah. This is my first time looking at one of these though, so. And it's like a whole kit with the switches. I was interested. Same board. It literally sounds like an Icky 68. That's crazy. Because wasn't the Icky 68 like almost 200 bucks? And that was like with nothing? For a Wuche over some of your more pricey switches? Facts, bro. I just put H1. No. I think it's hybrid black switches from Emogogo in one of my Odin Nova 65s. Those are another really good switch option if you can find them. I got mine from Prevail while Prevail was open. But I think I did see like some other vendors selling them too. Those are not to be slept on. The Wuche switches are not to be slept on. I'm thinking about buying the Wuche switches that Canon Keys Kinetic Labs just released too. Those look fire. I think they start with an M, like some kind of weird name. Wuche Award pinks are the best. Careful with the Wuche switches though, since it's north facing. If you plan on using cheer profile, I guess we'll see if we hear any interference in a second. Okay, so what do I do with this? I gotta figure out where this goes. I'm gonna assume I should probably put something like right here. Weight of the gas will come off easily. Had to re-glue yours. Oh. Lost a couple of these like that. I'm honestly not sure where these extra gaskets are supposed to go. Let's see here. So I should probably... We got it. It's got like a decent amount of bounce. Let's pull Via up. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, that bad boy is bent. Okay. Oh man. Cardi B coming up. Y'all ain't know I was about to turn into Playboy Cardi on Too Much Tech. You know, that pin was kind of toast. That's why we got a bunch of extra switches. I'm glad that they sent you a lot of them. See, that's why you shouldn't rush when you put your switches in, guys. Go slow. Make sure you push it in straight. Because what you will end up with is sometimes really bad, irreparable switches. Occasionally. Now this ain't that bad. We could easily fix this. But that other one, it was kind of toast. Make sure you go slow. Do what you're supposed to do. Push it in straight. And you'll be alright. Whole terminology of keyboards is so sus. I'm like, listen to what I'm saying. I'm like, man. Huh. It's like, you know, hot swap socket, keycap. It's like, are you capping or not? Lubing. I'm lubricating my switches, Mom. Leave me alone. Just imagine, like, trying to tell your mom you want some keyboard lube for Christmas. I'm sure your kids have been doing it for years at this point. Your mom's probably like, what the heck? What do you need lube for on the keyboard, Billy? This iPhone crap is dumb. Lost your keyboard somehow on the phone. Did you hit the emoji button? We'll mess with it when I get there, bro. We gotta check it out. See what's happening. Let's see if my wall stick has just enough power left to do this. That was a big fat no. Finishing up the final assembly. Where's the cable from? The cable, this Lindy one is what it's called. Is from Space Cables. It's got like a push-pull. I think it's a Limo aviator. Well, not aviator, but I think it's a Limo connector. I think the style is called Lindy. It's like some kind of old school thing. Looks like an old computer cable from the 90s. Don't screw too tight. Case will crack. Uh-oh. So far, so good. No cracks. All right, 2 more. Then on to the keycaps. And then on to the sound test. Just got here. What keyboard is that? It's called the Gas 67. All right, guys, it's about to sound magical. Get ready. You don't know, keyboards, give up before you waste any more time. What? He about to shiver his timbers. I'm sorry. You feel bad? Why do you feel bad? I just find it funny that he said that. Like, you can't insult somebody and be like, I'm sorry. Unless you're trolling. So in that case, I pose the question to you. Were you trolling? You're bipolar that quick? Keep grinding, bro. Yo, what's happening right now? What's happening? This guy, he just turned to a whole new man or woman. Self-diagnose. I'm asleep. Well, I wish you the best of luck, my man. Just like you tell me to keep grinding, I want you to keep grinding, okay? Don't give up. Don't give up. Now, it is at this point where I plug in the other cable. And we place the keycaps onto the keyboard. I still don't know what I was supposed to do with this thing, but I'm sure it wasn't anything that was too important. Get a Ducky 13 SF Daybreak. Nice. That's a really good keyboard. Well, it was good while it lasted. Go ahead and rip the band-aid off. Let's get these keycaps on, boys. Okay. Okay. That stabilizer was sounding kind of good. I'm hyped to get this bad lad together. The green and purple theme go well. I think so too. Should go under the space bar. Oh. Well, it's a little late for that, and I don't feel like undoing the screws, but I think it'll be fine. We'll be all right. Go well, but not your type of colors. Right. I get what you mean. And the best part about Custom Keys having this keyboard kit available, they have 2 other color variants. So if you like just a traditional, boring, plain Jane keyboard, they have like a gray and black option. Then they have the teal with the black too. And then they have this one. I was like, give me the best one for a thumbnail, meaning this one. Because I think like this color, as far as the choices and options, is just going to be the best. Let's see here. Delete. These Wu Chase switches are firm. Just figuring out all the best profiles for these keys to get the most uniform look. It's got like a moderate amount of flex. This keycap set includes like a 7U spacebar too. No, this is just a standard spacebar. So I guess if you want to switch the theme up from the green, you can change it to like this pink. And this actually looks pretty nice too. Dang. And I think we built this. I know the stream has been going on like decently long, with an hour and some change. But I think we built this whole thing in like under an hour. Like including lubing the stabilizers, screwing everything together. It would have been slightly faster with my wall stick if I had charged it. But otherwise, I'm pretty impressed. Okay. Do. What do you got to get? What's happening, Cliff? How you doing, bro? Has RGB? Yes, sir. So that's what I'm saying. So this whole keyboard kit, okay, whole kit, $122. Double shot PBT keycaps, Wuche Studio switches, and this gasket mounted keyboard kit comes with stabilizers. I wonder if you guys can hear that well. I'm using like a new mic setup too. Hold on a second. Let's see here, full screen. So normally I would have this microphone in the frame when streaming, right? Normally, not anymore. I'm still going to use it here and there if I want like a different sound, but I'm using my regular mic that I normally use for videos that's out of frame as a streaming mic now, just to get a cleaner look. So hopefully keyboard sounds good. I did a setup tour a while ago and it hasn't changed much. Like I've made some minor touches, but largely it's still the same as the one that I posted. I take it back. I posted 2 setup videos. So if you really want to know all the details, go watch both of those. But my primary setup where I'm sitting at right now, live stream, game, record videos, edit, all that stuff. I just changed a few things. Okay. All right, let's do a quick sound test. See what you guys think. So you got Wuche red switches. And yeah. Whatever stabilizer this thing came with. And we put in all like the PE foam and the silicone foam between the plate and PCB. Here we go. It didn't even it didn't even pick it up. I'm like, I looked over and I'm like, So that's the great part about having this other microphone. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, so that one should be working out. Like let's try it. Oh, you know what? Let me make sure I have noise gate, noise suppression off. Okay, here we go. Silent keyboard pog. Hey, I'm just a pro builder like that, okay? What specs does my PC have? Ryzen 7950X and Asus 4090 and 32 gigs of RAM. I had 64, but running 4 channels of memory in Ryzen is just not a thing right now. It works horribly. So yeah, but here we go. Oh shoot. I'm going crazy. All right, all right, all right. Come on, PC. All right. My mic sounds weird. Let me listen to it. My mic sounds weird. This other microphone. In Ryzen is just not a thing right now. It works horribly. So yeah, but here we go. Oh shoot. I wonder why it sounds like that. Okay, guys, we're gonna switch, and now I'm just gonna let's see. Okay. All right, let's try that again with a better mic. Whoops. Here. We're gonna mute desktop audio. Flip. Okay. So now the sound test with, well, the stabilizer sound test with a fixed microphone. So these switches are stock. They are pre-lubed. I didn't lube anything additional, because why? Also, on the stabilizers, I use some 206 grade 0. And that's literally, like, these are the stabilizers that it comes with. These are not, you know, Stabies or some Durac V2s or nothing. But these things are pretty good, okay? It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, for $120, I don't really know what else you could ask for. You have basically pretty nice keycaps. Like, I would call these, like, from, maybe not from like a cost standpoint, like from China. Like, I'm sure the cost is not super high, but obviously it's a business. Like, you gotta support the business, right? You gotta pay a little profit. But let's just say these keycaps on its own, I would pay $50 for these keycaps. Okay, $50. I will give these double shot PVT keycaps. Now the switches alone for some Wuche switches with shipping, typically for 70 of them is probably gonna run you around $40, right? So let's just say $40 for the keycaps, $40 for the switches, and then another 40 for the rest of the keyboard. I think that's a pretty fair deal, in my opinion. Let's see here. What did I do with the manual? It's right here. Yeah, let me try to turn the RGB off. That's Chinese. Switch backlight mode. Function key. Holding the function key will activate the second function of the function key. Okay. There's the RGB off. I should really swap these because that's the wrong orientation. This is probably control, I'm sure, but all right. So I should have just unplugged it. This is how it looks without the RGB. Pretty good, eh? Pretty good. Again, for $120, I definitely think that this is more than a fair deal, given everything that you get. Like, playing games with this, you could definitely do it no issues. And also, most keyboards that you buy, even the budget custom keyboards, you don't even have flip out feet. So if you want to have like a slightly higher profile experience, typically it's not even a thing. This case, as affordable as it is, has flip out feet. You can build it in under an hour. All the components are very high quality. And this plastic translucent case, like this does not feel cheap. Like I fully expect the Odin Aurora 65 is going to come out. I fully expect it to have like a similar quality case than this. Maybe slightly better, but like this is already really good. Like this is like 110% straight up nostalgia vibes. Like this feels like an old Game Boy Advance case as far as like the plastic. And I mean that like in the best way possible. Like this is straight up like just giving me throwback vibes to a Game Boy Advance. So for the price, I highly recommend checking this out. It sounds really good. All those stabilizers are money. Like, yeah. So this whole thing is $122. And then I'm not gonna tell you how much I spent on this tofu, okay? I would say that is like 60% of this. So this is $120. This, I mean, this tofu, after shipping and everything, is like $200. Okay, so $200 for the keyboard alone. Nothing. Okay, $200. That's just the PCB, the plate, and the case. Now, I did also order some extra foam to go between the plate and the PCB. That was like an extra $20. These keycaps, I got them as a BOGO deal, so I'm gonna say the keycaps are $50, but really they're not on sale right now, so they're $100. The switches cost me like 70 or 80 bucks, more or less. This thing is looking around what, 350 bucks, and this is just a tofu. It's a really good sounding tofu, but you can just go like really high up in the price point very, 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 very quickly. And for everyone, that's not always worth it because this is a very expensive rabbit hole. And some people, quite frankly, just don't need or want to spend this kind of money on a keyboard. So, to get something that gives you most of that experience for a reasonable price, it's really not that bad, okay? Just get a single unicorn? Are you crazy? Dude, now I'm going from $200 to $400 or $500 just for the case. It's not a pre-built. That's, you still got to add. Okay, is one K without adding anything. I stand corrected. No, thank you. That is not that nice of a keyboard, personally. Were these the keycaps that were on drop? Yes, these are the BOGO ones. I just ordered the red accent pieces too, so I'm gonna put like a red escape key and red enter key on it. And then these have these PVT switches. Well, they have PVT bottoms. They're called big wig switches. We'll talk about this one in my keyboard collection video soon. But yeah, guys. $122. This thing really ain't bad at all. And you get the flip out feet for better comfort. I miss having flip out feet on keyboards. Why don't more higher end custom keyboards that cost $400 or $500 have flip out feet? I'm just saying. That just seems like a big misstep. Like it literally, it should be the case. Yeah. Have I seen the Flux keyboard? I have not. Looked into the Bakken Echo 60 from Canon Keys, QK60, QK65. See, I have, but that's what I'm saying. So like those keyboards, for $120, you're buying just the keyboard. So you're not getting a whole kit. Like you're not getting switches, you're not getting keycaps, you're not getting nothing. So you're gonna spend $120 to $160, right? Plus everything else. So you gotta automatically off rip add at least $80 to that price. Right. So it depends on what you're aiming at. Like if you're looking to spend $120 total, here you go. If you're looking to spend more than $120, then obviously there are better options, right? So, you know, it's everything, you know, there's the ladder, okay? It's what part of the ladder are you on? Are you at the bottom? Are you just getting your feet wet? Do you want to experiment? And the nice part about having a keyboard kit comes with the switches, the stabilizers, the PCB, the extra foams, the this, the that, okay? Even a cable. It even came with a cable, bro. A coiled color match cable. With that being said, when you start looking at Bakken Echo, QK60, 65, if they happen to not be in stock like the QK series usually is, because if you get like customized and all that stuff, don't you have to wait like, you know, a few months for a group buy? Like personally, I hate waiting for group buys. I just got a group buy that I ordered in 2021. It just came in like this week. It looks great. I love it. But not everybody can and wants to do that. Like, and that was just for some keycaps. That wasn't even a whole keyboard. That was just some keycaps. I waited since May of 2021 is what the invoice said. Is when I ordered the keycap set. I might as well show you guys. I might as well since I'm here. Oh, So this is JTK Sora on my Mode 65. Something about this keycap set, I just really like it. I just really like it. And it delivered. Like this, I got this set with the novelties and 2 colorways for under, I think it was either under or like right at 150 bucks or 160 bucks. Know what I'm saying? So that's a Durox stabilizer. I gotta rebuild this keyboard because I want to swap the Durox for Stabies. I would say the stabilizers in this keyboard are equivalent to Durox. I'm just saying. You live in Germany and you have to pay 100 to 120 max for the base set. Well, typically that's anywhere. Like you look at a GMK set or even like a drop DCX set, you're looking at 100 bucks for a base set. No novelties, no nothing. Okay. Now you look at GMK Striker or something else, 120, 140 bucks. I'm pretty sure like GMK Nautilus was in stock on OmniType or something, and it was like almost $200. It was like $185. I couldn't even justify it. I was like, man, I don't care that much. I really don't. I already have a blue keycap set. Blue and yellow would have looked nice, sure. But the money in my bank account would also look nicer. So we kept it there. All right, guys. Well, that is going to be it. I'm going to redo that. But all right, guys, that is going to be it for this live stream and this video because I am going to edit this live stream into a video. So, yeah. I will have a link to the Custom Keys website where you can order this entire keyboard kit for $122, and also a link to my review of the Wuche Studio switches because these are some of the best switches in the game. Like you literally don't have to do any mods to them like at all. Put the switches in your keyboard, you're good to go. You literally don't have to do anything else. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked this live stream and this video, drop a like. Okay, hit the subscribe button, of course. And yeah, follow me on Twitter. Why not? Follow me on Twitter, @TechKyle. Let's get it done. See you in the next video. Guys, what games are you about to play? Because I'm debating on when I get back home later if I'm going to play Metroid Prime on my Switch. I got a new Switch controller. If I'm going to play Destiny or COD or something, or if I'm going to play something else on PlayStation 5. Because I just got this Razer Wolverine controller, and I got to start testing that. And I think I got to get a little bit more gameplay for the video that we're going to do with Rocket Jump Ninja on trying out Small Mice and all that stuff. COD is so dead, it is. Tell Ubisoft to drop X Defiant. I was playing that like a couple weeks ago. X Defiant is fun, but basically, I feel like X Defiant, it is missing that like visceral element that COD has. Like you know how like you shoot a gun in COD, right? And like it just feels powerful. Okay, and Battlefield 1 did a great job at that as well. The X Defiant is like missing that. Even in Apex, you shoot the guns, like something about it just feels powerful and satisfying. And X Defiant is missing that. And I feel like if that game can figure that out before it fully releases, it's gonna pop off. It's gonna pop off. It's getting close though. Like it is getting close to being on like Call of Duty level. It's getting close. But I don't know what more X Defiant can do. I think it needs kill streaks too. It needs some kind of, kill streak reward system, in my opinion. It's almost there though. I don't think it's a bad game. I did have fun when I was playing it, but I think it just needs a little bit more tuning. And they also need to let people actually see gameplay, like current gameplay as they develop it, so people can give feedback before the game comes out. The Joker keycap, the Joker color keycaps, yeah, I agree. It is like a Joker setup. Okay, how do I increase the brightness of this bad boy? Let's see here. Oh. I'll put these on backwards, I think. No, I didn't. I'm just not reading it correctly. These RGB effects are nice. This ain't bad. This reminds me of what was it? The An Pro 2 that I had a while ago. Like the RGB is very bright. I'm sure there's like some kind of variant of this that's wireless. It's not this one, but I'm sure there's some kind of variant that's wireless. Yeah. For the price, it's hard to be mad at. $122 for the whole kit. All right, guys. I'm going to catch y'all later. I am going to upload this as a YouTube video too. So, yeah. I'll catch you guys in the next one.